The Bee and the Hare. Once upon a time, a long time ago, Hare made friends with Bee. They were such good friends and stayed so well. One day, Bee told the mother, I have a friend called Hare. I want to invite him over. Mother Bee said, It's okay, he is welcome. Bee was very excited as he went in search of his friend. He asked Hare, Will you come visit my family? Hare responded, No problem, I will come. Hare prepared and went to visit Bee's family. When he arrived, he was welcomed warmly. Bee requested his mother to make fire. When the fire caught, they put a pot over it and poured some water. The water started boiling. Bee requested the mother to mix some flour with cold water. Mother Bee did this and poured the mixture in the boiling water. The porridge started cooking and it looked so yummy. The bee flew over the porridge and started singing. Teach, teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Which means, teach, mom taste and let me know whether it's enough. Mother Bee tasted and told the bee, Not yet, add a little. Teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Mother Bee tasted and said, This is now good. The teach was honey dripping. The porridge was so sweet and delicious. They served porridge to all, the guests and family members. They ate the porridge with happiness. It was so nice and sweet. They talked and laughed all through. Time reached and Hare bid his farewell. Thank you so much for hosting me. Bee escorted Hare back home. Not long after that, Hare said to his mother, Mother, I have a friend. He is called Bee. I want him to come visit us. The other day I visited him, so I also want him to visit us. Mother Hare said, That is all right. Let him come. Hare then invited the bee over. Bee didn't hesitate. He came to visit the family of Hare and was warmly welcomed just like his family did to Hare. Hare requested Mother Hare to make fire and put a pot of water on the fire. Mother Hare blew the fire. The water started boiling. Hare requested Mother to mix the flour in cold water and add to the boiling water. Porridge started cooking. When the porridge had cooked and looked good and ready to be sweetened, Hare jumped above the boiling water and started singing. Teach makwe bil kadoramo iye. Teach makwe bil kadoramo iye. Pooh fell into the porridge and some urine too. Mother Hare was shocked at Hare's action. Hare, what is this you are doing, pooping and peeing in porridge? Now we can't eat the porridge. The porridge was poured away. The pot got cleaned up and clean water was poured in. When it started boiling, the porridge mixture was added to the boiling water. And when the porridge was nicely cooked, Hare jumped over the pot again and started singing. Teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Teach makwe bil kadorama iye. Pooh came out and fell into the porridge and some urine too. Mother Hare was so angry this time at Hare and asked, Hare, when did you become a wizard and learn such acts? You were not like this. What is happening to you? Mother Hare asked as she poured away the almost cooked porridge. She washed the pot and repeated what she had done before as Bee sat watching with a smile on his face. When porridge was almost for the third time, Hare was prepared to make an attempt again when Bee asked Mother Hare if he could fly over the pot, and Mother Hare accepted. Bee started singing. Teach, Teach me narima bil kadorama iye teach. Teach me narima bil kadorama iye teach. Teach me narima bil kadorama iye. Which means teach. My mother's friend, taste if it's enough. Honey started dripping into the porridge and started developing a sweet taste. Almost, Mother Hare said. Teach me narima bil kadorama iye teach. Teach me narima bil kadorama iye teach. Teach me narima bil kadorama iye. Porridge became sweet and delicious. Hare was so angry as he had ashamed himself by pooping and peeing in the porridge. Hare wanted to do what Bee had done, but he couldn't. Porridge was served and everyone ate and all were happy except Hare. Hare was so angry at Bee and told him, "You came and ashamed me from my home. Now I have been laughed at. You have ashamed me. I'm going to beat the hell out of you." Hare started chasing Bee and Bee jumped on the pot. Hare picked a stick while mumbling to himself, "I'm going to beat you and you will see life." The Bee flew and stood on the pot. He picked a stick and lifted himself and hit the pot. He missed Bee and broke his mother's pot instead, scattering the mother's flour, groundnuts, and everything around the house was scattered on the floor. He moved and jumped on Hare's brother. Hare said, "Bend your cheek well and I finish off Bee." Hare's brother did as he was told. Hare lifted the stick with all his might and hit his brother instead. Since Bee had flown away, Hare's brother fell from the impact of the hitting and died. "Eh, Bee, you are this bad." Bee moved to the back of Hare's sister. Hare told the sister, "Bend your back properly and I finish Bee off." The sister bent. Hare lifted the stick with all his might again and brought it down his sister's back. She fell and died as Bee flew away. Hare killed all his family members and destroyed the family property. Whenever Bee jumped, Hare hit the spot, killing and destroying all along his path. Only his mother was left. Bee flew and jumped on her cheek. Hare screamed to the mom, "Don't move! This time Bee won't survive." She hit his mother and killed his mother in the process and remained totally alone. He gave up as the Bee could not be killed and wondered, "Now what can I do?" As he was wondering about this, Bee jumped on his leg. Hare said, "This time you can't escape, now that you have landed on my legs." He picked a pestle so he could hit Bee. He missed and hit his leg, leaving himself lame. Bee flew away back home, talking to himself and wondering and praising himself how he had managed his friend. Hare was left with no family and property as he destroyed everything Bee jumped on in an attempt to kill Bee. Bee's friendship with Hare ended that day, and that has continued to date. End of story. We learned that copying and imitation is bad. Copying ruins life. This is an Acoli folklore narrated in an original language by ALOBO Vincentina and translated by AYENYO Joanita.
Thank you.
Did you guys learn something?